Hi, Paul Wilkinson here. This is a video exploring the Seaboard block and Equator and the nylon guitar sound. Just a few tips maybe to explore some of the Spanish sounding scales, which will give you more of maybe a nice flavour to enjoy playing when you're playing the guitar sound on the Seaboard, if you've done your own presets or whatever. But I'm just using the standard preset, which is the nylon guitar. And so let's dive in and have a look. So on the Seaboard block, we have these notes here, and if I go up and down here and stop here, we stop at C, we started at C, we stopped at C, and we came back down again, we get what is called the scale of C major. The old Greek modes would align that with the name called Aeolian. So if I then begin on D to D, but pretend that I'm still in C, so don't put any of those notes, the raised ones, up here in, I will then watch, on the piano we'd say the black notes, but the other way around on the Seaboard, of course. So these white notes we don't need. So if I then play from D to D, but just imagining I am in C, we get something called the Dorian scale. This in fact is called D Dorian. The one we need for the Spanish guitar sound is the next one, which is called the third mode. So we've got Aeolian, Dorian, Phrygian. So if you listen this is E to E without any black notes. And you can hear that. Because we are looking at it from a different viewpoint, from a different window, it sounds different. We're not tonally cadencing at C, we are actually cadencing in E. Now I'll come back and talk a little bit more about some more advanced concepts on that in a minute or two, but just so that people who want to get going with this don't need to watch all of the videos, so you can dive in and have a look at that. So then after that we go on to F to F, which is called the Lydian scale. The Lydian scale is a very interesting mode and used a great deal as a substitute for the Ionian major scale. But more about that on some more videos. Then we get G to G, which is called the Mixolydian, and A to A is called the Aeolian, and B to B is called the Locrian scale. But anyway, back to our Phrygian scale, which is scale number 3. So if I'm just playing around with that now. So there you can see how you get that kind of Spanish flavour, because that is the Phrygian scale. So just delving a little bit deeper for some of you who maybe know a little bit more about music theory, here is that scale, which is E to E without any black notes in it. Now, its characteristics are unique. It is a unique scale. This is E major. Now, E major is that. And to make E major into E Phrygian, we have to do a certain few things. So first of all, we have to reduce the second note. So that's one of the first characteristics of the Phrygian, a flat 2. We have to reduce the third note, which gives us a flat 3. We have to reduce the 6th note there, which gives us a flat 6, and eventually we reduce the final note, the flat 7. So if you bear that in mind, you've got a flat 2, a flat 3, a flat 6, and a flat 7. So that is how the Phrygian scale is constructed. Okay, so if you wanted to do C Phrygian, you would have to think about flattening the 2, flattening the 3, flattening the 6, flattening the 7.